I think we all, like, we've learned to call it sick care instead of health care, but it's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Indeed. There's this thought process that bigger is always better, right? And that, well, we're working with one of the big carriers. Their name is on a sports stadium, but
So not
when
true.
you, no, it's certainly not. And we always like to point that out too, is it's like, look, these are all very large publicly traded companies that their fiduciary responsibility is to their shareholders, not to their
Exactly.
policyholders.
Exactly.
And you mentioned the auto
Hmm.
adjudication. There we go. Got it out there.
Yeah.
In fact, because of the ACA and the medical loss ratio provision in that, their incentive is to grow, to spend more and more on claims each year. So the more that you're spending in claims, the more you're spending at providers' offices and hospitals and facilities and et cetera, the more they're able to actually grow their profit, the more they're able to grow that margin, because otherwise, if they're outperforming some of their peers in the same marketplace because of that ACA loss ratio provision, that delta ends up getting clawed back by the federal government and then redistributed to their competitors. So it's a punitive thing for them to run better than their competitors. And again, anybody who's on this call, just think about that in your own line of work. If you had to give a piece of your profit margin to your competitors because of this regulation that came into effect, what would that do? How would that change how you operate? Well, of course, what you would do is you would charge your customers more because that would be your one of the main ways that you would be able to grow.